Hi guys, I'm back here today with a really basic directing tip that'll make sure that everybody, whether they read your stories on a smartphone or a tablet, can read and see everything that's going on in the scene, and that's how to use the Guidebox. So grab your coffees. I have a nice one today. Grab your computers, grab your phone if you use that to direct, and grab a tablet if you can, just so you can see the difference, but I'll show you anyway, so don't worry. So I'm sure that you've seen that little button on the side, the little button that says Guidebox. That's a button that you want to use all the time, right from the beginning when you're directing. And what it does is it shows you the difference between what people will see on a phone and what people will see on a tablet. If you think about it, you have your phone that's kind of narrow and tall, and you have your tablet that's kind of short and wide. So their dimensions aren't exactly the same. And what Episode does within the portal is it actually gives you that guide box, which helps so that you can see the difference between what people are going to see on their tablet versus what they're going to see on a phone. Now, a majority of people that read Episode do actually read on their phone, but you do have a percentage that read on their tablet. And when you're writing your story, you don't want to completely exclude that group. I don't, anyway. So what I do is right from the beginning, I use that guide box to make sure everything important that's happening within the story happens within that guide box. So all of your dialogue, all your choices, any actions that don't require dialogue but you want your viewer to see, put it within that guide box so everyone will see it. You'll have stuff going on in the background. If you're in a restaurant, there are people eating behind you, or you're somewhere where people are walking on the street or something, whatever. You'll have stuff going on in the background. And if people on a tablet can't see that, that's not the end of the world. They don't need to see that. I don't usually have anything too important going on in the background anyway, so I don't worry about it so much. But anything that's important, you want to be in that box. So you want your whole choice to fit within that box. You want your characters' faces within that box, just to make sure that nobody misses any important part of your story. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you a scene that I've done that has the characters filling up a full screen on a phone, but you'll see what happens when we put it into the tablet. Okay, so we have these two characters talking, and they're just having a conversation, nothing major, with one choice on it. You can see it no problem on a phone. And now we're going to switch it over to the tablet and see what it looks like. And now you can see that their faces are cut off. So what that means is when you're directing and you have that guide box toggled on, it means that your characters' faces are actually above that green line that goes across the top. So what you want to do is either bring your characters lower within the scene, or zoom and focus into a point where that the characters are centered within that box. You just want everything within that box so that everyone can see everything. So it's really important to have all that stuff within that guide box. I do it right from the beginning of my story, mostly because it's tedious to have to go back in and re-zoom and re-spot place everybody within the scene every single time that they're not within the guide box. So anything to make my directing job easier, I do right from the start. And this is one of those things. It'll make sure that your story is accessible to everybody. And that's what you want. You want everybody to be able to read your story and get enjoyment out of your story, and make sure they get the full experience too. So make sure you always have that guide box on. I always do, maybe to a point of obsession with it. But I think it's something that really helps. I do have people that have tested stories on tablets just to make sure that it works. I'm sure you can find someone to do that for you too. I hope this tip was helpful. If you like this video, make sure you hit that like button, and make sure you subscribe for more videos, because there are going to be more tips about basic directing, advanced directing. We'll have some writing tips and whatever else you guys want. Just make sure you leave a message in the comments, or hit me up over on my Instagram page at LH Episode, or on my Facebook page, which is called Lauren on Episode, same as this channel. And hopefully I'll see you back here next time. Okay, thanks. Bye.